80 plus Health Collocations by English Quiz by Levels. Catch a cold, flu. Feel sick because viruses enter your body. Example: I caught a cold last weekend and stayed in bed. Catch a chill. Become ill from cold weather. Example: she caught a chill while walking in the rain. Run a fever. Have a high temperature. Example: she's running a fever, so she should stay home. Feel under the weather. Feel slightly ill. Example: I've been feeling under the weather all day. Come down with flu, cold. Begin to feel sick because you catch a flu, cold. Example: I think I'm coming down with a cold. Lose your appetite. No longer feel hungry or have the desire to eat. Example: he lost his appetite the moment he caught sight of the decaying corpse. Break out in a rash. Develop a rash suddenly. Example: he broke out in a rash after eating shrimp. Suffer from a disease. To have an illness or other health problem. Example: my cousin suffers from asthma and carries an inhaler. Have an attack of a disease. To suddenly experience the strong symptoms of a disease. Example: Tom had an attack of food poisoning after eating the noodle. Be taken ill. Suddenly become ill. Example: he was taken ill during the meeting. Develop diabetes. Start to have diabetes. Example: some people develop diabetes in later life. Break, fracture a bone. To damage a bone so that it cracks or splits. Example: he fell from the ladder and broke a bone in his wrist. Sprain an ankle. Twist the ankle painfully. Example: she sprained her ankle while jogging in the park. Twist a knee. Turn the knee in an awkward way, causing injury. Example: he twisted his knee during the football match. Minor injuries. Injuries that are not serious. Example: first-degree burns are minor injuries. Serious injuries. Injuries that are severe or life-threatening. Example: the cyclist sustained serious injuries after the crash. Give somebody stitches. To sew up a wound with surgical thread. Example: the doctor gave her stitches after she cut her hand. Set a bone. To put a broken bone back into its correct position. Example: the doctor had to set the bone before applying the cast. Apply a bandage. To cover a wound with a bandage. Example: the nurse applied a bandage to the cut on his arm. Clean a wound. To remove dirt or bacteria from an injury. Example: it's important to clean the wound immediately to prevent infection. Treat a wound. To give medical care to a wound. Example: paramedics treated the wound at the scene of the accident. Administer first aid. To give immediate help to an injured person. Example: she knew how to administer first aid after the car accident. Stop the bleeding. To prevent more blood from coming out of a wound. Example: they pressed on the wound to stop the bleeding. Have stitches removed. To take out stitches after healing. Example: she had her stitches removed 2 weeks after the surgery. Put on a sling. To use a cloth to support an injured arm or shoulder. Example, my shoulder is hurting and I'd like to put the sling on for a while. Prevent illness. Stop illness before it happens. Example, eating healthy food helps prevent illness. Stay healthy. Keep in good health. Example, regular exercise helps you stay healthy. Take vigorous exercise. Do strong and energetic physical activity. Example, taking vigorous exercise keeps your heart strong. Build up resistance to disease. Strengthen the body to fight illness. Example, a good diet builds up resistance to disease. Maintain a balanced diet. Eat a variety of healthy foods. Example, maintaining a balanced diet is crucial for health. Get vaccinated. Receive an injection to prevent illness. Example, it's important to get vaccinated before traveling. Strengthen your immune system. Make your body's defenses stronger. Example, vitamin C can strengthen your immune system. Lead a healthy lifestyle. Live in a way that promotes good health. Example, she leads a healthy lifestyle by exercising daily. Good, bad for your health. Beneficial, harmful to your well-being. Example, regular walking is good for your health. Smoking is bad for your health. Health and safety. Regulations and practices to prevent accidents or illness. Example, the factory must follow strict health and safety rules. Full health. Complete recovery. Being totally well. Example, she returned to full health after the surgery. Take medicine. Use medicine to treat illness. Example, he took medicine for his headache. Take one's temperature. To measure someone's body temperature. Example, she took her child's temperature and was relieved to see it was normal. Fight off. A cold. Recover from an illness. Example, I'm trying to fight off a cold before the weekend. Respond well to treatment. Improve after medical care. Example, her wound responded well to treatment, healing much faster than expected. Undergo treatment. Receive medical care. Example, she is undergoing treatment for cancer. Make a full recovery. Get completely well again. Example, the patient made complete recovery and was discharged from hospital 10 days post-operatively. Make a speedy recovery. Recover quickly. Example, I hope you make a speedy recovery. Nurse someone back to health. Help someone recover. Example, she nursed her mother back to health after surgery. In excellent health. Having very good health. Example, he's in excellent health despite his age. Suffer a stroke. Have a sudden illness affecting the brain. Example, my grandfather suffered a stroke last year. Experience side effects. Have bad reactions from medicine. Example, she experienced side effects from the pills. Soothe pain. Reduce pain. Example, the doctor gave her something to soothe the pain. Ease the pain. Make the pain less severe. Example, this cream helps ease the pain of sunburn. Experience discomfort. Feel slight pain or unease. Example, Some patients experience discomfort after the injection. Sharp pain. Intense pain which is sudden and piercing. Example: she felt a sharp pain in lower abdomen during her menstrual periods. Dull pain. Slight pain, but constant and uncomfortable. Example: after the fall, she felt a dull pain in her shoulder whenever she moved it. Chronic pain. Long-lasting, continuous pain. Example: people with arthritis often live with chronic pain. Pain subsides. Pain becomes less intense. Example: after taking the pill, the pain gradually subsided. Unbearable pain. Pain so intense that you cannot tolerate it. Example: the headache was so severe that it caused unbearable pain. Acute pain. Sudden and severe pain, usually short-term. Example: Leah felt acute pain in her chest and was rushed to the hospital. Stabbing pain. A sharp, sudden, and intense pain, like being pierced with a sharp object. Example: she felt a stabbing pain in her stomach and doubled over. Be racked with pain. To suffer greatly and continuously from pain. Example: she was racked with pain following the intense migraine. Pain wears off. The pain gradually disappears or becomes less intense. Example: the pain wore off a few hours after he took some painkillers. Life-threatening disease. A disease that could cause death. Example: cancer is a life-threatening disease. Terminal illness. A disease that cannot be cured, leading to death. Example: when cancer advances to later stages, it can become a terminal illness. Fatal disease. Disease that leads to death. Example: rabies is a fatal disease if not treated. Contract. A disease. To catch or become ill with a serious illness, especially infections. Example: he contracted HIV from contaminated blood during surgery. Be diagnosed with illness. Officially identified with a disease. Example: she was diagnosed with diabetes at 40. At risk of heart disease, etc. Have a higher chance of developing a specific disease. Example: smokers are at risk of lung cancer. Undergo surgery. Have an operation. Example: she had to undergo surgery on her knee. Common disease. A disease that happens frequently in the population. Example: high blood pressure is one of the most common diseases among adults. Rare disease. A disease that affects a small percentage of the population. Example: doctors are studying new treatments for rare diseases. Chronic disease. A disease that lasts a long time and progresses slowly. Example: chronic diseases like arthritis can greatly affect quality of life. Infectious disease. A disease caused by bacteria and viruses that can spread from person to person. Example: washing your hands helps prevent the spread of infectious diseases. Make an appointment. Book a time to see the doctor. Example: I made an appointment to see the doctor tomorrow. Go for a checkup. Visit the doctor for a routine exam. Example: you should go for a checkup once a year. Be referred to a specialist. Be sent to an expert doctor. Example: My friend referred me to a heart specialist. Be on medication. Regularly take prescribed medicine. Example: he's on medication for high blood pressure. Consult your doctor. Ask for advice or treatment from a medical professional. Example: if symptoms persist, consult your doctor immediately. Over-the-counter medication. Medicine you can buy without a prescription. Example: you should not rely solely on over-the-counter medication for serious conditions. Prescription medication. Medicine that requires a doctor's prescription to buy. Example: antibiotics are available only as prescription medication. As fit as a fiddle. Very healthy. Example: my grandmother is 85, but as fit as a fiddle. Back on your feet. Healthy again after illness. Example: after a week in bed, he's finally back on his feet. Under the knife. Have surgery. Informal. Example: he's going under the knife next week for his knee. A clean bill of health. A decision by a doctor that someone is healthy. Example: the doctor gave me a clean bill of health. And that's a wrap on our 80+ health collocations. I hope you didn't catch a headache from all this vocabulary. But seriously, stay healthy and keep your English in excellent health. Try to make your own sentence in the comment. I'd love to see what you come up with. If you had fun, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss your next dose of English learning. Stay healthy, in body and in vocabulary. See you next time.